Welcome back to Watch Obsession. If you love keeping your watches looking their best, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about these refinishing and scratch removal pads. If you've ever wondered how to bring back that factory finish to your brushed watch, this video is for you. A refinishing pad is a specialized abrasive tool designed to restore the brushed finish on a watch's metal surface. It isn't a polishing cloth, it's specifically meant to replicate the grain or satin look found on many tool and luxury watches. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more watch care tips and guides, and you can also sign up to our newsletter via the link in the description to stay updated on all the latest releases and guides. Now, a word of caution. Refinishing pads should only be used when absolutely necessary. Every time you use one, you are removing a tiny layer of metal. Overusing them will eventually change the shape of your watch or soften the sharp edges of a case. Also, they aren't for everyone. Many collectors, including myself, love the patina of a well-worn watch because it shows the watch has lived a life. We generally wouldn't recommend using these on a vintage watch unless truly necessary. Now, it's vital that you use the right tool for the job, so only ever use a titanium pad on titanium watches or a satin steel pad on steel. Crucially, never use these on a polished or bead-blasted surface and never on a plated finish. Doing so will ruin the finish and require a professional to fix. If you want to learn more about bringing back that mirror-like finish to your polished watches, check out this guide on how to polish watches using Cape Cod polishing cloths. I'll also drop a link to that one in the description. Now let's get to work on this Omega Seamaster Casino Royale. As you can see, the owner of this watch has put the clasp through its paces. It's picked up some small desk diving marks and a couple of good bangs that are ruining the grain. I will be honest, the marks are quite deep, so I don't expect them to be gone completely. As a general rule, if you can feel the scratch with your fingernail, you probably won't be able to remove it completely. But it is possible to reduce the look of them. So because this is a steel watch, I'll obviously be using my steel pad. Okay, let's start with the most important step, preparation. Always start with a clean watch. I've already given this watch a clean with Polywatch watch cleaner spray. Any dirt or grit trapped between the pad and the metal can cause deeper, unwanted scratches. I've also removed the bracelet from this watch. You don't have to do this, but it does make the job a little easier. I also recommend masking off any polished areas nearby with a little bit of low tack or painter's tape. If this pad touches any polished surfaces, it can ruin that mirror shine. With the links of this watch being polished, I've opened up the dive extension and taped off everything around the clasp to keep it safe. Before you start, practice the technique. If you look closely at the clasp, you can see that the factory brushing runs vertically from the top of the clasp to the bottom. This is the only direction we'll be moving in. Test without the pad to see whether you find it easier to wipe sideways, towards you, or away from you. We're all different, so just do whatever feels right for you. I prefer working at a slight angle away from me. When you're feeling ready, hold the pad firmly, and using moderate, even pressure, pull the pad in one long, straight stroke. It's vital that you don't scrub back and forth and never go in circles. Lift the pad at the end of each stroke, return to the start and repeat. Think of it like a plane on wood. You want long, straight, continuous lines. Be sure to keep checking your progress. Stop, wipe any dust and check your work. You'll see the new bright metal appearing and the scratches starting to fade. In the case of this Omega, the hairline desk diving scratches are actually nearly gone and those deep scratches are starting to soften. We aren't trying to grind down the metal until the scratch is completely gone. That would leave a visible dip in the clasp. Instead, we're texturing the strap so it disappears into the surrounding brushwork. Like I said before, I don't expect this strap to disappear completely, but I'm hoping to soften it enough so it's not so obvious. Another option is to lay the pad down first and then to brush the watch or clasp in this case over the pad itself. This can work really well depending on the shape of the watch or the clasp you're using, but again, you just need to maintain that consistent pressure and go all the way from one side to the other. Don't stop halfway, don't rub back and forth, just start. Rub all the way through. Once you're happy and the light is no longer catching the edge of the scratch, stop. Don't get stuck in the maybe one more line of thought. That's when problems start. As you can see on this Seamaster, the pad hasn't removed the scratch entirely. Deep gashes like this one had will always remain. but it has reduced it visually to a point I'm happy with, and I'm sure the owner will be happy too. Remember to always be patient. Take your time, and my most important step, less is always more. Don't use refinishing pads as your go-to scratch remover every time your watch gets a scratch. And don't use them on every tiny mark. These pads should be saved for those situations when you have a scratch you simply cannot live with. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something new. Check out our watch workshop for more watch care tips and tricks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.